Because I think you're a sucker. So I should be out, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Beanie Siegel was using scare tactics on Charlemagne in this interview, doing different things to try to get under his skin, guilt tripping him and trying to intimidate him. Like, where does it end, really? And what's crazy is that people try to say that he checked Charlemagne in this interview, and they say the same thing about Fredro Starr in the Onyx interview. But in both of their interviews, they were fundamentally doing the same things, utilizing scare tactics. Like, if it wasn't true, why did Beanie Siegel just stand there like, what? Like, that was basically his body language. Like, what did he expect Charlemagne to do when he alluded to leaving the station? I don't personally believe that using logical fallacies and scare tactics is checking someone, but probably only been like 3 people who've checked him, and it's just Monique, Nelly, and Master P. Master P was concerned because Charlemagne was sexualizing an artist that Master P was associated with back in the day. And he called him out on it. It was a little low-key and kind of aggressive, but barely. And Nelly basically alluded to the fact that he has retainers for Charlemagne if he's talking mess about anything. Unlike Fredro Starr, Nelly wasn't necessarily rowdy about it, like he wasn't rah-rah, so it was more assertive than anything, I guess. And Monique basically gave him an articulate auntie drag. She gave him that good old post-baby boomer approach. So yeah, just mainly those 3. Fredro, on the other hand, got upset for a few different reasons and just basically took it somewhere else. And since he didn't have much of a great rebuttal, he brought up what everybody brings up, Charlemagne running from some random niggas. You know, because it's not like Charlemagne has assets and a wife and kids and stuff to worry about, right? Like, just get snuffed. You won't look like a pussy that way. And this incident didn't happen too far from the station. Like, they could have, like, handled Charlemagne and then ran up on Envy and Yee and then handled them or whatever. And then he could have lost his job or something like that. Or they would not have been as close, I guess. But apparently nobody wants to think about that because we street niggas. And then when you take it to the Beanie Siegel interview, he claims that Charlemagne made Little Mama cry when that wasn't even the case. She cried over something completely different. She just happened to cry in the same interview. I'm sure you guys are going to try to bring up Birdman too, so let's talk about that. Sure, he confronted Charlemagne, that's true. Let's not forget to mention he came with a lot of people too. He didn't just come there solo dolo. I feel like he basically just wanted to talk shit to Charlemagne since Charlemagne talks so much shit about him. He just sits there, not panicking, not scared, not intimidated, nothing. Just kind of rolling with the punches. Charlemagne's never claimed to be a tough guy, ever. Probably not worried because he'll probably fucking sue you. That's probably what he's thinking in the back of his mind anytime any of this stuff goes down. That man ain't about to jeopardize his career and his endorsements and all that other stuff for any of that. So, what have we learned, kids? Anyway, y'all probably still gonna be hard-headed about it. You're probably gonna deflect in the comments anyway. So.